What's up, everybody? YouTube, Instagram. I'm Yogi Chris from IMC Nation here at Eden House, the main house in IMC Nation here in Las Vegas. There's other residencies, places, dwelling places where IMC guys live together. Some guys live by themselves. This is the main house. AZD comes here to stream, and that's where you see a lot of the clips that are on these pages that grow the YouTubes, Instagrams, TikToks. And that's the heavily tattooed guy. That's the player among players, top G on earth. And so I'm here to talk to you as a guy that goes out with him. Hundreds of times I've been out with him. I lived with him for 4 years, and I've done a lot of trainings with him. And I've seen a lot of things happen. I've seen multiple girlfriends. I've seen them come and go. I've seen many of them stay. Some of them predate me, have been around before me, and so they've been with him more than 10 years. And they're all fine. And his results in the game are very important. It's the results in the game. Somebody sent me a clip like 20 minutes ago and was like, "What do you think of this guy?" I couldn't play the video, but I told him I can't play the video. But if he doesn't have multiple girlfriends, I don't want to know anything about his game. I don't care about his game. If he got the finest woman in the world, but he only has one, AZD's got fine women. Like, I'm not saying they're just like pretty, like they're fine. And we go to the top clubs in Las Vegas and we see the finest girls. And he's made some of them his girlfriends. And they're almost as fine as his main girlfriends. So it's what are you going to impress me if you can get one chick? And most of them don't really get the chick. They can maybe pick up and get a number, get a make out, even get a lay. But that's, man, how much is your life worth as a man if that's your objective? Sent you a telegram. Yeah, I saw. You said you were going to pay, brother. So welcome. Welcome. Dan is going to come and do residency, and he's going to change his life for 3 nights. Woo! It's more valuable the more valuable you are as a man. If you were a celebrity, and I have some behind the scenes stuff, and there's things that I'm sure I don't even know of AZD coaching certain celebrities when it comes to women, who are you going to turn to? That's how you know he's the best at the game. There are some other celebrity coaches or whatever, but they don't have relationships. If a celebrity has a choice, now most celebrities, just like most people, are brainwashed idiots, and they may be great at their craft. That's great. You could be the world's greatest at a craft. AZD's the world's greatest, but that craft is relationships. It's that thing that all people everywhere are going to engage in anyway. I'm not going to engage in acting or football or being a lawyer or whatever. Like, I don't need to be the best at those things, but you're going to engage with women. I'm going to engage with women. That pro football player is going to engage with women. That rich business billionaire is going to engage with women. And we're probably going to find a lot of the same women super beautiful. We may not have the same flavors and the same preferences, but if she's super hot, we probably want to talk to her. It doesn't matter what she is. She could not even speak English. China. I'd still want to talk to her. Body language seducer. Dude, AZD got 3 girlfriends here, didn't even speak their language. They use translator and body language. And I've done that too with an ugly girl in Italy that was much older than me. He's doing it with fine women that are much younger than him. Body language. They have choice. These girls will make up to 10K a night, no problem. Relationships make life, you know? That's why I say, do you want to build an empire or do you just want to pick up chicks? Pickup is for sex hungry and in the beginning maybe you just need a little confidence boost. You never had to AZD sending a group chat right now. For you guys, I'm gonna look at it later because it doesn't look urgent, but I really want to go look at it. In fact, I am. So I'm gonna take a little pause. I talked myself into it. Shit. Shit. Okay, so let me give you a flavor. Let me give you a little flavor of what he just sent. 3 of his girlfriends that moved here from California with him. Man, that sucks that Dan's not even on for this part. Oh, you are. 3 of his girlfriends that moved here from California with him. I have one girlfriend that moved from California. I had 3. One tried to make, they both tried to make it. They couldn't, whatever. Fuck them. And they don't interact with men. And they have businesses where they only do business with women and they do well. And that with, man, you wouldn't even believe it. Like, with no tattooing experience, they get into tattoos. They do tattoos for all females and they do a good job. They've tattooed him. Obviously, AZD looks like a newspaper, so some haters say. He's all tatted, and they just have him. He covered his tats. So he just showed a video on the group chat of his three girlfriends there. Two of them are tattooing. They're tattooing two of his new girlfriends. It's five. He has more than that. I'm just saying. There's five girlfriends in the same shop. Two of them are tattooing two new ones. Something related to, I don't know what they are, but an AZD tattoo. AZD tattoo. I got AZD tattoo. Also got AZD tattoo. And many of my tattoos are inspired by AZD's teachings. Even this smile is the gang tattoo of IMC Nation. Stitch mouth. So a lot of AZD or AZD inspired tattoos for sure. But this is the guy's side. This is different. This is if you ever saw Siberian Education. It's a movie that takes place in post World War One or whatever, Siberia, and man, gangster culture. You know what I mean? No, not criminal. You just got to see the difference. You got to know the difference. The tribal code of mating is gang. Criminal is something else. That's something else. And then the morals of society versus the ethics of humanity are not always aligned. For example, somebody comes and rapes your daughter and you find them, what are you going to do? You may not go by the law, but God may not disapprove. Who knows? Maybe God wants you to forgive him. Who knows? Who's going to push their opinion on you about that? What man is going to blame you for what you do after that? You know what I mean? So, but we're not criminals at all. Nobody. Maybe I didn't pick up my trash sometimes. I littered. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's inspiring, man. That's so much. It's hard to measure. And I've been next to him and learning from him for a long time. To measure getting women that aligned under you, it's not by force, it's by being legitimate friends, legitimate relationships, legitimate alignment of goals, vision, experience. Who knows? Who knows? Until I'm there. Now I've had multiple relationships. I've had girls that hung out with each other. It didn't last, not anywhere near as long as AZD. The quality of relationship wasn't at AZD's level. And although my current girl is looking really fine lately, man, I saw some shit. I was like, dang. Because I go to these clubs and I hang out with really fine women. I'm like, dang, she's fine. Actually, she's like really fine. Gotta show more appreciation, gratitude for that, but not tell her because then she get the big head. Okay. So I can see what's happening here with the audience. Maybe this is not the best time to stream in the world, but it's, the best time for me, really. I'll try to stream earlier in the day, guys. If you're on 2 p.m., I try to aim for, but sometimes business responsibilities call. So gotta tend to that. Right now, I'm streaming on YouTube. Maybe some people see the recordings after. The power of wingmen is the tribe. If you're aligned, then every tribal member is a wing. And the way they talk about you and the respect they have for you and you for them does a lot more than you're measuring, than you think. And it does, if done even just a little bit right, does way more than a wingman who knows what to say and how to talk you up the right way that, spikes the woman's emotions. She feels something for you. That's a good wingman. That's like mystery method pickup. Like, how do you wing somebody? I can't claim to be any kind of expert on that. I just good communication and say something positive. But the stronger you are, the more your compliment works on your wing, on the girl for your wing. If you're like a slimy homeless slug, your compliment of your friend is going to drop his value unless it's just straight up like Hafez poetry, which chances are it won't be. So you need to have value as a man to give a compliment to your brother or your friend that would be being a wing. And so if you're in a group of guys that are all of high value, then it's pretty amazing what happens. It's pretty amazing what happens when you be natural just as a group of friends, natural, strong, because your code of ethic among your group of friends is you got to be strong emotionally, physically, like you got to take care of your shit. And then naturally your presence in a venue as a group acts as a very powerful wing effect. Okay? That's basically the point I wanted to bring across. Experience that when you come here for residency. I mean, you could try to experience it on your own, I guess. You'll be let down. You may get catch glimpses of it if you have some good friends that are not totally pathetic. In the game, they'll be pathetic, but they may not be totally pathetic in life. They, work on themselves in some way. And so you may catch glimpses of it, but you'll be so misaligned on the game that you won't be able to really take advantage of it. You'll just see where like some women respect how big and strong your friend is, and then they'll talk to you, and it's like, okay, wing effect. But if your friends know how to talk to women and they know how to conduct them, because the guys here are not necessarily like big and buff. They just carry themselves very strong. We learn and we study and we mastermind with each other and we have distilled the wisdom of how to carry yourself as a man that triggers, that just you carry yourself, you enter the venue, exit the venue, how you sit, how you look around or don't look around, how you engage with your friend, how you are as a man in the venue triggers more dominance in the woman than you being huge. The being huge gives an instant dominance. She'll look up to the guy. But as soon as he opens his mouth and his voice is not aligned with how big and strong and powerful he appears to be, it's just going to be a letdown after letdown after letdown. The more he talks, he has to just not talk and use his body. But that's being a girl. That's what girls do. They don't talk and they use their body. So, but you still got to have a good body. All right. So anyway, this is Pro Before Swine. I'll end it. Thank you all for whoever watches this. Sign up imcbase1.com for residency. imcbase1.com.